When I reconnected with my father, I labeled him as crazy. He had schizophrenia, and there were a lot of years I wasn't in his life because of the danger from his illness. And when I did finally reconnect with him, I had put him in a box of crazy. But what's weird is I didn't even know where that box came from or what expectations came with that label until I started listening to him beyond my lens of crazy, beyond my filter of crazy. And I feel awful telling you this, because how awful that I would label my own father crazy. Many of our conversations, if not most, were just like a conversation you and I would have. He'd ask where I was traveling to next or who my boyfriend was at the time. It wasn't these delusions that he would go in and out of at times. Mostly, he was just my dad. And it was me that made him crazy. It was me that looked for something wrong with what he was saying to validate my label, to validate my fears. And it's when I could put those aside that I really got to see him. He was such a sparkly soul, and he had a huge heart. And I would have missed that if I kept looking at him through the lens of crazy. And so, not that you have anyone with schizophrenia in your life. Maybe you do. Maybe you experience it. But I invite you to look at any lens that you are putting on this world. And I offer to you this idea of removing the lens, removing that filter, and allowing yourself to see someone or something for what they truly are. And it may be true for how you see you. So that is my invitation, is being mindful of where you are labeling people, constraining people, or maybe when other people are doing that to you, and breaking free from that box. You do not have to be what others want you to be or think you are. You get to be you. I realized after filming my video about labeling that it could come across as glamorizing schizophrenia. And I want to be very careful that that's not the message that comes through, especially to those of you that are in the heart of it right now and just trying to survive, just trying to get by day. All of that was true in my journey as well. And I've been fortunate to get to the other side where I have found more peace and more healing and reconnected with my father in a healthy way. But it has required very strong boundaries for me and for him in order to create that safe place where I felt like I could have a relationship with him. So please take my stories as what they're meant to do, sharing an idea or a concept. And in just a few minutes, of course, I can't share everything that goes into that one idea or thought. So please, if you have any questions at any time, please let me know. Or perhaps if you have a frustration, share that with me too, because I want to help you get to the other side. And I want to be supporting and cheering you on. So again, please, I'm not trying to glamorize schizophrenia. I'm not trying to demonize it. I'm just trying to share my journey in hopes that it helps someone else.